37 field goal, breaks his own record he set as a rookie All-Pro last year. And another touchback since Washington.
In the league in just 8 weeks, they've really turned it on.
Blitz coming against Daniels, though, and he's going to get wrapped up by Parsons again. Like a
former Cowboy, and watch that quick win. He knows when he gets 5-0 call, Adam, that's when the offensive line says we're going one-on-one across the board. He said that in our did it.
Micah Parsons so good in the one-on-one matchups. He got doubled a lot in the first meeting, but still was able to get a couple of sacks. Same action here. Press away, boots it away. Cavante Turpin, the dangerous Pro Bowl returner. Working one way and another. 2 flags come flying in. Turpin had one of those kickoff return touchdowns in the 4th quarter of that wild first meeting.
Well, to the field to Turpin, you're just asking for problems. You want to try and pin him on one side of the field or the other and try and cut off half the field. That's dangerous living now.
Here's the block in the back. Return team number 27. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. First down.
So this will move back in line. So Dallas takes over with a long field. And this is a moment that's been waiting a long. Suffered a pretty gruesome right ankle injury, needed multiple surgeries, was traded to Dallas last August, and he makes his first start in 28 months. They'll hand it off for Rico Dowdle in a gain of about 2 for trade. And Cooper Beebe has done a nice job for Biotish as he came to Washington. Beebe, the rookie, stepped right in.
Is forced to set protections and push some really good nose tackles in this division. Think about the guys that are here. Jalen Carter, Dexter Lawrence. This guy's held his own. I'm impressed.
Now he's got to deal with Allen and Payne today. Here's Dowdle again. And a good second effort to get close to the sticks. We mentioned Payne and Allen on the interior, but really where this team got revamped for in particular, Bobby Wagner, another fantastic year. This is going to come back with some movement prior to the play.
Well, they tried to get him with the tempo, and they weren't set.
Ball start. Offense number 78. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
But Terrence Steele off the right side jumped a little bit as Mike McCarthy was trying to catch the Washington defense off guard. Let's go back to the focus, though. Bobby Wagner in that linebacking core.
You're exactly right, and he's really a glue guy for this team, meaning he keeps everybody together. He builds your see him right over the center, causing problems already.
Kind of spying Trey Lance a little bit. Lance floats it, first down and more for Jalen Tolbert. So on 3rd down and 6, Trey Lance.
Want to set this guy up for success, give him easy completion.
Now Lance, they're dropping him back. He rifles down the middle and connects with the speedy Cavante Turpin. Down inside the 25 of one.
Coach Prince. I mean, Coach Prince, their wide receiver coach, has really worked with him. He's truly a returner.
Monogany, the former Cowboy, was with him last season. Here's a little zone read. Lance on the move, completes it. Once again, this time it's Jalen Brooks.
Adam, so you got to get...
Eligible man downfield. Offense number 60. The 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
So Tyler Guyton, who is stepping back in at left.
Coming out of Oklahoma, they just want him to mature on and off the field and get rid of some of those penalties.
Now behind the chains on 1st and 15. It's a completion to Luke Schoonmaker, the tight. He did appear in the first meeting against Washington in a goal line 1 situation and got stuck. Now he's going to hand it off for Rico Dowdle. Twist one way and another, and yet again sets up a much easier 3rd down and short.
Run game when we talked to Mike worth of 30 runs. And some of that is going to be Trey Lance using his legs, which we've seen already, whether it's on the run outside the on a design pass that he decides to extend a play. That's where they want to. Today he's got his family here and a big game for his little bro tomorrow for North Dakota State.
Briscoe, Texas, FCS title game. That's a near interception for Frankie Louvu, who's had one this season.
Tipped, and it did right at the line of scrimmage. Watch the rush right here, and then Louvu almost has it. It gets tipped. Karam's right on because you're getting 3rd and long. Look out for Micah Parsons.
And this pressure from Donovan Wilson. And now the chase is on by Carl Lawson, and all Daniels can do is end up taking a sack.
Here, and Mike Zimmer, I mean, he's no stranger to pressure. When this play's dead, right here, I need that ball thrown away, out of bounds, nobody.
Great, what about PTOL? Protect the offensive line. That's a sack against those guys.
Exactly right.
inside the 10-yard line. They start their second series from the 10 with Trey Lance. And movement again off the right side with Jake Ferguson, the tight end.
False start, offense number 87. 5-yard penalty, so first down.
Little sloppy on offense. You put in new quarterbacks, you rotate through different guys. It's a different cadence.
Yeah.
It sounds different, the rhythm.
Games after the Dak Prescott hamstring injury went 4-4. Switching it up, giving Lance a shot today. Dowdle. Got about 4 on the plays. We go down to the field and check in with Christina Payne.
Well, nice opening drive for until Wednesday. It's been fun for
A couple of titles, but just hasn't had the reps over the course of the last 5 years. Second down and 10 in a collapsing pocket. Had to just get rid of the ball. It's going to be third down after the bat down by Armstrong. Play the 3 seed, either the Rams or Bucks. Lance with an athletic throw to Cavante Turpin. Needed to get to the 20, but could not get there in time as Noah Igbenogany, the former... And he brings up fourth down.
2 plays in one. They're going to run the shallow, and then they're going to run a screen. And Trey Lance has the ability to take the shallow if it's open. And if it's not, keep dropping back in his progression and throw it to the halfback, essentially a check down. Ways to get Turpin the ball with blockers in front of him, make things look like a return, punt or kickoff.
Ryan Anger with the punt. Grabbed by Jamison Crowder, and a great job by their special teams maven CJ. Drive starts from the 28-yard line with a pass. Downfield, through the hands of Terry McLaurin.
Change from last year to this year. It's been a complete makeover. And Dan Quinn bringing guys with them that know their system, whether it's Zach Ertz on offense, Bobby Wagner on defense, and really giving this team an identity.
Bart, that looked like a broken play because Daniels was twisted one way and another. He turns it into a gain to set up third down, but that clearly...
Not quite as be a huge asset in the pass game. He's right next to Jaden in the shotgun.
On third down, Daniels slant, looking for McLaurin again, but could not corral that one.
On the outside, you know, Lance trying to use his hands. McLaurin.
So on their last 11 targets, just 2 catches for Terry McLaurin the last 2 weeks. Cressway's third punt. Fair catch, 49-yard punt by Tressway into the hands of Turpin. 3-0. The defense in sync. Half years. Some solid passes on that opening drive, and now trying to use some of that well-established athleticism. Mike Sainristil, the rookie corner, gain. Course alive up in big way last week to Philadelphia.
Well, 4-4 record this year, but he's a solid player for this team, and he's going to get paid this offseason, I'm telling you. 9-5 and 14 starts. You better put some respect on that guy's name. He's done a great job for this organization, and he set himself up.
Discussion as to the decision process for Jerry Jones. Mike McCarthy's contract status closes out along with the rest of this coaching staff over the course of the next week. Although he says the hay is already in the barn as to the decision about the staff. We'll see what that means. Hunter Lipke, the big fullback, a fellow North Dakota State, leads to the longest run of Hunter Lipke's career at 10 yards.
I love it.
Oh, end around here, orbit end around for Brandon Cooks, the 11-year veteran, but nothing doing. The former Cowboy Dorrance Armstrong.
We're wearing the star last year with Dan Quinn here, so clearly he loves what those guys bring to the football field. He loves them in the locker room. They know exactly what this defense is supposed to do.
Go, 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 go. Yeah, here we go.
Lance with the toss for Turpin this time out of the backfield, and punt return touchdown for Washington. Jamison Crowder. Fair catch here in some traffic. He touched it, and oh, special teams playing a factor there next to Lance. Kind of pistol formation with Dowdle, the deep bag. High snap, handled, given, and Dowdle with a solid gain on first down as he picks up 3. To help Trey Lance.
Solid deal with Dallas because somebody's going to want this kid. He's productive.
He signed on a 1-year deal this year. Lance is under pressure. He just got smashed by Jim.
Inside, they both block the same guy. Ferguson is only going to chip that guy. He's taught on the left, it's Lung.
Made an impact for Quinn as a safety. So now on 3rd down and long, they'll keep it conservative to stay within a reasonable field goal, and Dowdle will settle right in this area, not necessarily in the red zone, but just shy of it. The high red zone is what it's called. So you end up with a lot of 40, 45, and in Aubrey's case, a lot of 50-plus yard field goals. But his 2 kicks today are good for 6 points. 150 games for Julian Mapp, 300 games for Scott Campbell. 15 jawing and maybe some flailing limbs, which may lead to this further discussion as Clee tries to sort all this out.
That looked a little more like an NBA fight. No punches landed.
Sure. I'll get used to seeing that again tomorrow. It's hard to miss. That's big Deron Payne, and a swing on Brock Hoffman. Already gotten a little bit physical. You see that muff punt that led to the field goal try. That for the moment is good, but we'll see how this penalty affects. 5 minutes came a circus.
On the field is that the field goal is good. After the play, we have personal foul, unnecessary roughness in Washington, number 94. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
She'll enforce it. As to the status of McCarthy and company. Oh boy, Brandon Aubrey again with the penalty. The ball was spotted.
Kickoff out of bounds, kicking team. Ball placed at the 25-yard line, 1st down.
Hopefully all right, pal. Okay, we saw KP in the shot there too, trying to maneuver. Now.
At least she's smiling. Got a K on him.
Yeah.
Those things hurt, man. They hurt your hands, let alone your head. Hope she's all right.
So again, with that 15-yard penalty, that's why the ball's at the 25, not the 40. Still much better than you would have expected. De'Ami Brown will take this screen and catch and run it for 11. Jordan Lewis.
Defense moving sideline to sideline, get them tired, get the first down of your drive, and wait for one of those guys to miss a gap and you hit a huge run or a big
There's Robinson. Not a whole lot of room there. And Saints fans today.
And they're throwing it here. You hear them say, lucky, lucky, lucky. They're sliding the line to the left.
That's where some of the pressure is coming from. Daniels stepping up in that collapsing pocket, but he's going to get wrapped up. Ozzie Smith grabbed him around the waist. Eventually, it's a loss of a yard.
Hill, they're 1 for 4 right now on 3rd downs. Remember, they're 6th in the league on 3rd down at 45+%. This is their strong suit, but they got a lot to deal with, especially those backers toggling in and out of the A-gaps.
Daniels, incomplete. Troy Pride Jr., who was elevated from the practice squad today, was
from Zacchaeus right there.
Already 4th punt for Tress Wade today. And Turpin in some traffic. He's asking for a penalty flag for kick catch interference against Michael Davis. They watch Trey Lance fire this one, and it's a completion to Brandon Cooks for a gain of about 8 on the first play. Washington is the number 6 seed. 2nd and 2 for Dowdle, and pinballs his way to the sticks for 1st down.
I just love the way they started that drive.
And another miscue. We've seen a few of these today.
Oh,
start.
not again.
Offense number 60. 5-yard penalty, so 1st down.
2nd penalty on Guyton. It's the 3rd false start.
Consistency, and it's this year for the Cowboys.
Injury ravaged on both sides of the ball this year. That play clock's winding down.
Oh, man.
Prior to the play clock expiring, Dallas calls its first timeout.
Yep, they'll use it.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
So Mike McCarthy takes a timeout. Carson Wentz eventually became the starter and won a couple of championships. Nothing there for Rico Dowdle. It's for Dallas after 36 wins combined the last 3 years and 3 playoff trips. They're missing out this year. Pressure up the middle. Lance was protected, but the throw was off target. Turpin was the closest to it. 3rd and long coming up.
This team, self-inflicted wounds.
4-man rush for Washington. Lance is rolling it outside the pocket, launching downfield for Turpin, and incomplete with Sainris still the rookie in cover. Anger boots it. 58-yard punt. Jamison Crowder on the return. And a good return. Out near the 40-yard line. And another fit. Couldn't get a Sanchez jersey?
I know. Sanchez was in the wash.
After they get their best starting field position of the day, they connect with Zach
On the bench, but obviously staying in the game.
He got a little twisted around in that game against Atlanta as Austin Eckler gets.
They punted the ball 4 times already. They're just trying to get past midfield.
They'll try to do it with a tight window throw for Zacchaeus, and he got sandwiched today in his 8th season. For a back end of the defense that's been ravaged by injury, he's been a consistent mark. Started every game this year. 2nd down for Daniels, taking a shot for De'Ami Brown, and he cannot hold on against Jordan Lewis.
Looking over at the ref saying, hey, these tackles are lined up too deep, man.
Micah Parsons more than Washington did in that first meeting this year. A lot of room for Daniels. Needs the 42. He's got it with his legs. And he steps out of bounds and avoids.
Tied up in Atlanta.
Things are getting dramatic. Things are getting tricky. It is incomplete from De'Ami Brown.
Tough drop for him.
De'Ami Brown, his 4th season out of North Carolina. Now he's going to get the carry, so they pass with him. Now they run with him, and it's a good run to set up 3rd down. Medium, intermediate.
Especially in this system. They'll hand it to him, let him throw it as well.
Well, right here, right on cue, they go right back to De'Ami Brown. It's his drive. It is Hooker's grab of the leg that prevents Brown. The 4th Washington kicker this year. This will be his jersey number for distance, 47. To get the Commanders on the board just past the outstretched arms of the Cowboys field goal.
That was and that finish, but you could tell, talking to Dan Quinn, these guys had a bad taste in their mouth.
Minute warning, so good reps here in a late half situation for Trey Lance, making his first start in 28 months. Screen, Cooks, not much there as he gets chased down from the backside. Tackle is made
in space. Most importantly, Ferguson. We got to get Ferguson the ball if you want to have success on offense.
2nd leading pass catcher in this season behind C.D. Lamb, who's shut down for the year. Another good run for Dowdle. A maintenance run ends up turning into a 1st down run to the 40-yard line. As we
get as a quarterback.
Lance on the comeback and a connection. It's a 1st down.
You know, potentially DK Metcalf, you know, A.J. Brown, that kind of player. He's a big body, hasn't shown that kind of production yet, but they're looking for it in Dallas.
Quick pressure, quick throw against it. Ryan Flanoy, the rookie out of Southeast Missouri State, run.
They need him down the stretch as the Cowboys get into a 2-minute drill here right after the 2-minute warning.
Oh, snap a 2nd down play on the other side. Lance looking right, throwing right. And it is batted into the air out of the hands of Jalen Tolbert on a night.
Gets caught, and he's not afraid to tackle. He's just a rookie now, coming out of Michigan, and he's punching up through the hands of Tolbert right there.
Just 3 years ago, he moved to cornerback. Design run, Trey Lance to the left with blockers, and he gets close to the 1st down marker on 3rd down.
And letting him go on a quarterback sweep from the gun. He's just trying to circle the defense.
League average on 4th down is %. The Cowboys have converted just 34% of their 4th down attempts this year. The minute 50 left, we'll check in with Kurt Menefee, find out what's coming up at halftime. How about that one tonight? Minnesota, Detroit for the #1 seed in the NFC game tonight. On 4th down, they give it to Lipke. He's got the 1st down. So 2 key carries.
Yeah, that's a difficult man to move around the field, and he did an excellent job.
Lance swings it out. Dowdle with Lipke blocking. And it's a first down. He steps out to stop the...
Leading the way on this kind of escort play. Essentially, his job is just to get wide and provide for check it down. That back.
Lance to Dowdle. And not the same level of success this time. Jeremy Chin and Frankie Louvu, a couple of former...
Has to come alive.
Just off the line to the left. Lance will run it. And a solid run. He picks up 9. It sets up they'll travel to Philadelphia, the #2 seed. Eagles already locked. Here is Dowdle. He's got the first down, and let's see if Dan Quinn uses that last time out. He will. Just trying to save the first couple of years out of the game. It would be a better matchup. I'm sure it's different team to team, but do you think about that when you're getting ready for a playoff potential opponent? I know Christina told us Dan's not worried.
And you've already beat him. You got to beat him a third time. That was something we thought about, but listen, my first year, we were just happy we made it to the playoffs. We kind of backed our way in.
Totally fair.
We left that game.
Lance, corner, taking a shot, incomplete, second and goal, Marcus.
The season's over, and we didn't realize that if two other teams lost or won, there was some sort of combination. So we're assuming the season's over with Cincinnati in the wild card. What a wild one.
Here is Dowdle trying to punch his way through, and he takes it
downhill. Angry run.
Third and goal, looking for Cooks, one-on-one, incomplete. Mike Sainristil still has stride, the 15th play of the series. It's Lance under pressure. Gets away, on his feet, to the end zone, and he short-armed the throw for Dowdle. Oh.
Routes versus man-to-man, exactly what you want. He gets the pressure, buys time, buys a little space, and then just misses. They're just going to kneel it out.
Man, that is a tight window to try to kneel down.
That's almost the quarterback sneak. That's like a backed up kneel down. You gotta...
There is Dowdle. Somehow out of that pack. Wow, shoot me. It's below league average. League average about 4.5. There's Dowdle again. And a short gain on second down. It'll set up third down and short. Is now here. Bad blood gets to breed a little bit. Here's Lance. Past the sticks. Brandon Cooks holds on, first down. Shot position from the +49 on first down. Crossing route, Jalen Tolbert. Catch and run. And he's down near the 20.
Did it there.
It's 3 completions of 25+ yards for Lance. Now Deuce Vaughn into the game. He gets the carry. Deuce at 5'5", 180 pounds, just his 12th carry of the season of 20+ yards all year. Now trying to set up the screen for Deuce Vaughn. You saw Frankie Louvu.
He sure found a home here. Remember, drafted to, was with the Jets, then Carolina, and really making some noise with the Commanders.
He almost got to Trey Lance that time. Lance needs 7, tiptoeing the side. Driving Trey Lance. First and goal. Another red zone trip, trying to come away with a touchdown for the first time. And nothing there for Dowdle. It's your man, Frank.
It makes it really tough to run the ball against this unit.
6 tackles now for Louvu. And Dowdle is grabbed by Dante Fowler. Has struggled in the red zone. They've already got 3 stops today. They're looking for a 4th.
You see Bobby Wagner, he gave a hands check, basically telling everybody, check to coverage, no more blitz.
They back out with 7 in coverage. Fowler still almost got to Lance, and he's going to get swallowed up anyway.
And you see big Jonathan Allen enjoying his day.
Brandon. And we don't have to speculate anymore. Jaden Daniels is seemingly done for the day. The number 2.
How to stack completions. If he's smart, he'll get the ball to Ertz and to Eckler immediately.
Eckler, right on cue, and he turns out a good run with some help from Andrew Wiley.
First half sacks, he said the negative plays keep knocking us back. Our defense needed to make some plays, create some negative plays, so we can help our offense get the ball back and get into a rhythm.
That's been the case so far, KP. Great stuff. Robinson gets stuffed up by Eric Kendricks. It's going to set up third down and short. Understandable why Dan Quinn is going to go to Marcus Mariota at this point.
And they need Jaden Daniels. Playing, you got a chance.
Mariota to Eckler, so just as you called for, Mark, they're going right to a reliable target in. Well, Atlanta doing its part. Here comes Mariota. As you mentioned, he can run.
On the line of scrimmage, knows when to pull it. And then, of course, Terry McLaurin understands that everybody's got the same for the running backs and other ball carriers. I really appreciate that.
Back to the ground. Nothing there for Robinson. Great penetration that time for Dallas's front. Kendricks came in.
He really has. And remember, when this season started, they lost Fowler, lost Armstrong, trying to figure out who their pass rushers are going to be.
They're bringing some right now, and Mariota got rid of it to Robinson, and he sets up an easier third down here.
You're going to see the pressure on me out in coverage, Coach. How do I look?
And Micah had some very high praise for his time with Dan Quinn. Washington was looking for a free play. No flag was thrown. That ball was thrown, and Olaminez.
Watch him on Lewis, number 2. What an excellent throw. Dropped it right on the top of his helmet. Now they're going tempo.
For Ertz, and a touchdown. Another one for the veteran, and this one ties the game at 9 apiece.
Ertz, right here, he's down in his first 10 games here. And then this is now his 6th touchdown in the last 6. I mean, this is awesome, his production. And that's really become their resurgence in the league to 6th. And they're starting to figure it out, get hot at the right time. That's what you want.
Gonzalez for their first lead of the day, and Marcus Mariota comes out, leads a touchdown drive. Time period went up to Jaden Daniels as he was preparing for that key drive and said, let your ability take over, go win us.
And, you know, rely on that running.
After he was upstairs for the first half, so down there with the offense. Fake it to Vaughn. And connect with the tight end Schoonmaker. Beg your pardon, that was a very impressive spin. I'm not sure where they marked him initially. Play.
I think he stepped out right about the 40, right?
High school quarterback, Luke Schoonmaker. Fake it to Vaughn again. Pull it, keep it, run it, and a flag thrown.
Oh.
It's number 87. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
The penalty against Dallas today.
A lot of penalties for Dallas.
Well, it's 1st and 18 after the foul, and Mike Sainra still is having a day. He just blew
pass breakups.
12 pass breakups this year. Good blitz pickup that time for Dallas, and Ferguson on his first target of the day powers ahead for 19 yards and a first down.
One's outweighed a little bit there. That's a different weight class with Bobby Wagner. What a stud, can still lay the hammer.
About a 60-pound difference between the two. There is Vaughn, so he earns himself a carry and earns himself about 10 yards. Close to the sticks, he'll give him 9.
Can you hear the crowd with the
6th round last season. His dad got to make the call. Pretty emotional for him. And he's the number 2 back today with Ezekiel Elliott released. There goes Deuce Vaughn again. It's a first down. Elliott off roster.
He's still got plenty of tread left on the tires, especially for a playoff run. But kind of a weird situation all year for him.
Yeah.
Didn't quite know what his role was going to be in training camp. They kind of rested him, so you thought, okay, they're keeping him fresh for the season. He's a veteran. And then when the games came, he just didn't get a ton of carries. And doubt for Zeke in his return, but just didn't work out for both sides. And I'm glad they gave him an opportunity to potentially pursue a Super Bowl.
15 games for Elliott. They averaged about 3 yards a carry, did have 3 touchdowns, but Dowdle took over that lead.
Good call, good call.
Fake it to Vaughn under immediate pressure. Ferguson somehow held on and then got hammered by Chin. So they went from 2nd and 6 between Deuce Vaughn and Cleveland Furl. Quick screen, Turpin trying to use his speed to pick up 13. Tiptoe on the sideline, where will they mark him out? Turpin says he's got the first down. We'll check the spot.
On all these 3rd and longs, they've done a good job of protecting Trey Lance as they get the first down here. But Turpin's in the slot. He's just going to run a quick little now route, reveal himself to the quarterback, has blockers in front, overcoming 3rd and long. It's missed tackle.
That means ball in space for Turpin. That's her translation.
Exactly right.
Here is Don. And now Dan Quinn. Coach Charles Woodson to a Defensive Player of the Year award in 2009. Turpin in motion. Lance floats it. Clogs snared it. Landed. But let's see what the ruling is. They're going to rule it potentially. Let's see. Now they're going to say incomplete. We had one official initially signal for a touchdown. Goals of the season.
And in this situation, it makes sense. Just take the lead when you can. Stack your chips.
Nice and easy for Aubrey, who's accounted for all 12. Dallas finish as the 4 seed. And they would play the loser of that massive NFC North showdown tonight. You saw the close.
So important to have a guy like that while you're developing. Right, that quarterback room is the most important room in that building. He has a huge part to play in that.
And he looks for Zacchaeus yet again. Teammates in Atlanta, high school alum Brandon Coleman, the rookie out of TCU, went to high school 50 miles north of where we're at AT&T Stadium. Spent the last four years down the road in Fort Worth.
I'd expect to see potentially Trent Scott out of Grambling. He's in his 7th year.
And Marcus Mariota goes back to work, 6 for 6 in his relief duty, and now taking a shot down the field for John Bates, and it's out of his hands.
Back, great throw by him.
35.
Mariota taking off, using his legs, just got chopped by Troy Pride Jr. Otherwise, Mariota on 3rd down converts. And it is Terry McLaurin with the rare.
Dumps it off, and we'll send it back.
Thanks so very much, Carissa. Bears have taken an 8-point lead now on Green Bay. So that helps Washington no matter what. Still lock up the 6th seed with the Commanders. Mariota out of sorts. Ends up just launching it for McLaurin, who makes the catch in front of Bland.
Side, well done by McLaurin.
And now throwing the slant for Zach Ertz. He's got the 1st down.
He's going to have to pay off some of his teammates.
That's right. Here's Mariota, slips the tackle, and he dives. He's in.
As Nealon goes for that mesh point, right where the quarterback puts the ball in the halfback's belt.
Advantage compared to. They've done well on 2-point attempts. Cliff Kingsbury has traditionally been pretty decent on these as a play caller. Looking for McLaurin against Bland, but it's incomplete. Touchdown.
Look it up top. Bland on McLaurin. We said that'd be the matchup all game long. And just a little too strong.
Almost 900 rushing yards this year for Daniels. He sees Mark
playing for Chip Kelly in Oregon, and that was a high-flying offense, fun to watch. Scored a ton of points and gave defenses problems. It's going to take a commitment to the run game. They can't get too pass happy.
We do see Frankie Louvu out there at linebacker. He had gone to the sideline on the previous drive, and that's got to be a better throw and probably a catch on both.
Quite got into a groove.
Didn't play the first meeting between these two as he was dealing with a concussion. Not as rhythmic of a season for Ferguson this year as his Pro Bowl campaign last year. Dowdle.
And that's important to have guys like that on both sides of the ball.
Back in coverage, Lance with a flag thrown, launches it for Brandon Cooks. We'll check that marker, though.
Bench number 25, 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
There's St. Juice. Now he's lined up with Brooks on the near side. There's Lance. All day. Now looking downfield, he's got him, and it's Jalen Tolbert. Working against St. Still inside the 30.
All day long in this pocket, and then there goes the receiver ripping across the middle of the field. He breaks off his route and goes backwards. That's not how it's drawn up. But Trey Lance somehow.
For Tolbert today. Here is Lance. On the move, he connects. It's Flanoy who lunges ahead to try to pick up the 1st down. Nice. Rookie.
The run action. then get the
0 for 5 in the red zone today, Dallas.
Oh, man.
And now some more miscues. It's a false start on that snap.
False start. Offense number 87. 5-yard penalty.
He and Guyton each have 2.
Get in the red zone with a big play, and then move it backwards.
Now Donald on the handoff. He's only going to get a couple here. Young quarterback, obviously, as well, to try to tell them the right things. Remember, this guy has won a Super Bowl as a coordinator, took a team to the Super Bowl as a head coach in Atlanta, now trying to make a playoff run with Washington. Lance, shot, end zone, incomplete. Oh, chop.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 25. Foul for the end zone. The ball we place at the 1-yard line.
71st is a Hunter Lipke handoff. Let's see what the officials rule. He's only had 1 touchdown in his NFL career so far, and this one is marked short. 2nd and goal. Lance hands it off, and nothing there. The Washington defense stops Rico Dowdle. It'll be 3rd down. 200th NFL start today, still fired up.
Just year 13. Ho-ho.
Defense looking for yet another red zone stop. It is Dowdle. It is a touchdown. Cowboys finally catch.
Lee Hoffman.
On them dice. Flag before the PAT.
False start. Kicking team number 79. 5-yard penalty. Retry the down.
Matt Willetsko gets called for that special teams fault. He does for the first time since that Giants game. And Aubrey adds the extra point. It's a 3-point Dallas
game, man. It's over 70 plays already, and we still got 7 minutes to play. It's a ball game, a 3-point game. That's a big deal for these guys as they move forward into the playoffs. You don't want to be.
And it's always curious as to when your matchup's going to be. You might have to play this 158. He's at 146 right now. Oh, wow. A little slipperiness there as well.
Got the turf monster, but
that is the 5th sack officially for the Dallas defense. We do see Brandon Coleman back in at left tackle, the rookie for Washington. Screen pass, McLaurin. 3rd catch on the last 2 drives, and he gets some of that penalty. Now needs to get to the 40, buying time, running out of it, flag thrown, down goes Mariota, another Dallas sack. It might be another one for Golston. We'll check the marker.
a free one.
Offense number 67. Penalties declined. He's up 4th down.
Called Nick Allegretti. Zua for the sack. Well, it's 4th and Fort Worth here. And Tressway boots up.
Turpin.
Wobbler, Turpin with the fair catch. Good field position at the 44. 5.5 remain. They would be the 4 seed if they win it, and the Rams would automatically be the 3. You see the Green Bay score in the upper left corner. Packers are down, which would help Washington regardless of the outcome here. Good penetration by Bobby Wagner again.
Washington.
Absolutely. See him in the radio booth as well. Here is Dowdle on the toss. Big run, and he just got knocked down. And no yards rushing today. League average is around 120. So anything you get past 130, 140, you're actually putting together a pretty good day. And this is one of the better Dallas days they've had. And 2-11 against Carolina, but at 31 against Tampa. Oh, Lance held on to it, and then split. I think they're taking the penalty here. Washington can decline it if they wish.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Typically, they'll take those extra 5 yards. Crowder, fair catch at the 9. 43-yard punt in for that rookie quarterback.
His work, the model and example he sets for Jaden on how to be a pro. What is routine supposed to look like? How to carry yourself in the huddle. All those things really matter if you want to take your game to the next level.
Oh, Dallas bringing some heat. Mariota turns around and sees it. It's Donovan Wilson with a flat. Potential face mask on this play.
Personal foul, having the face mask, defense number 6. 15-yard penalty for the previous spot.
That time, just not exactly how you want to bring him down to the turf.
Zimmer looks on, replaced Quinn as the defensive coordinator in Dallas. Penalty's been a problem today, 11 of them against the Cowboys. They double team Micah Parsons again. Mariota floats it on the move for McLaurin. It's through his hands. Parsons has never had 3 sacks in one game. He's got 2 today. Completion, McLaurin, 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 4. Try cadence. It'll be a 2-minute warning timeout. And you know what? Former colleagues Quinn and McCarthy squaring off in the season finale. Mariota looking for McLaurin. And did he hold on? He did. Wow. A 1st down. Like Allegretti off the left.
Yeah, if they don't use the timeout, they're going to have a runoff here.
See the point to the
Offense number 67, it's a 5-yard penalty. In addition, this foul includes a 10-second runoff, which Washington declines. Second down.
Because Mike McCarthy wants to keep those extra 10 seconds. You can make the case that Washington wants to burn those 10 seconds off potentially for a final drive.
Correction, Dallas elects to take a 10-second runoff.
So Dallas gets to pick.
1:42 on the game clock, we'll run it down to 1:32 at that point.
Yeah, Dallas gets to pick in that situation essentially if they want the runoff or not. If they select the runoff, Washington can still take the timeout, but Dan Quinn is holding leading. They probably want, or if Dallas is trailing, they probably want to keep that time. With them being in front, they don't mind those 10 seconds off. Little pitch play here for Eckler. He can get out of bounds to stop the clock. He will. Cowboy.
And then the defense adjusts.
Blitz coming from Maris Leofau. He got picked up. Throw is complete to McLaurin, and finally touchdown at the 48.
All over the field. This has been fun to watch.
Clock still moving down to 50 seconds and counting. It's 3rd and 2. Blitz coming from Dallas again. Extra bodies on the rush. Mariota trying to make some magic happen with those legs. The 10-year veteran right to the sticks. Let's see if they mark him shy or past. 33 seconds left. And a timeout will be used.
There's the line to gain. Past the 50. He's so close. Oof. And Wilson nails him right at the line.
Yesterday.
Gonna have to get right back into their 2-minute mode and throw the ball. Dallas got a little confused with the heavy personnel and the overload front. Balanced front, rather.
So timeout used by Dallas. Carissa Thompson's got an update for us.
In the huddle.
One of the best 4th down teams in the NFL this year has Mariota taken off and sprinting into the red zone. Down by.
It's a bend and scrape with the bend, and that's 35's play all the way. Leofau, he's got to make that play, number 35. When you bend the end like that, Parsons, the quarterback knows to keep it. The scraper has to make the tackle. That's why the zone read, you see Parsons looking like, hey, what happened? Who's got my back?
Timeouts for Washington. From the 16, late pressure, floats it. It is caught by Ertz, past the sticks. Clock is moving. They have to, it's coming off the clock. They get the spike, and now, I don't know, it's a tougher decision now. And it has to be quick now, because that's the matchup up top. With the number 6 seed on the line, Dallas will use that timeout. That is one of those Polaroid timeouts, right?
3rd and final timeout.
See what the offense looks like. Dallas will use it.
I'm curious.
What are you thinking?
Do they go for it? I mean, score up top with Green Bay.
2 seconds left. Bears have the ball.
How many snaps? Do you really want him going the wire like that and then going into this next game potentially on a Saturday.
It's 2nd and goal. End zone shot for the lead. It's McLaurin. He's got it. Alive in Washington's
Kingsbury went back because that's the momentum you want.
They get a 4-point lead. Gonzalez bangs it through. 3 seconds left. 2 Washington Commanders single season touch.
Go up, eat up the space. He took away the slant with the inside technique, and he ran up, got foot to foot, face to face, and made it a race to the back pylon. High point of that football. Excellent job by McLaurin going and plucking that thing out of the air.
Great receivers in their franchise's history. Terry McLaurin